The Beaufort community joined forces as a fire destroys a local home. A new chairman was elected as former chairman Weston Newton joins the State House of Representatives, and Mayor Billy Keyserling is here to tell us what Beaufort has planned for 2013. All that and much more. Keep watching Beaufort. Your news starts now. Thank you for joining us for the Beaufort News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and here are your local headlines. As a fire destroyed a Beaufort house, leaving 10 people without a home, the community banded together to help the family cope. The fire was discovered as flames were seen shooting out of the Harris family's homes on Newcastle Street in Beaufort. The fire that broke out in the attic caused the family to vacate their home and retreat to a temporary shelter. Fortunately, all 10 of them made it out alive, except for the loss of their family pet. A new chairman was selected this week at the Beaufort County Council meeting, the first meeting of 2013. Paul Sommerville was elected after former chairman Weston Newton was elected to the State House of Representatives. This is the first time in 10 years a new chairman will take the gavel and received a unanimous vote from his colleagues. By his side will be Stuart Rodman, who was elected as council's vice chairman. Also taking the oath of office were Councilman Gerald Dawson, Brian Flueling, and William McBride. All three were elected to council in November. A Burton man is now behind bars for a Beaufort shooting. On December 17th, investigators began looking for a suspect who shot a man in the parking lot of the Walmart late at night. Police say that 24-year-old Dion Haygood turned himself in early Friday morning and was booked on the shooting charge. Haygood is now facing charges of attempted murder. Qualified individuals and families in need of assistance can take part in a free tax preparation coming soon. The Beaufort County Human Services Alliance, Beaufort County Together for Beaufort, and VITA, a program of the United Way of the Lowcountry, will begin the free federal and state tax preparation in Beaufort and Jasper counties beginning this month. The sites offering the help are listed on your screen with their start dates. For more information, go to vitalowcountry.org. Tax preparers are IRS trained and certified. The historic Beaufort Foundation's annual Oyster Roast is coming up on January 18th. The Oyster Roast will be taking place in the Oaks Plantation on St. Helena Island. The event will include music by the Side Street Walkers, oysters, and other food and beverages. A shuttle will be offered off Oaks Plantation Road, and all proceeds from the event will benefit the Historic Beaufort Foundation. To order tickets, go to historicbeaufort.org/shop. Parris Island was recently the site of a special ceremony which took place to expedite U.S. naturalization for new Marines who completed recruit training. The expedited naturalization was authorized in 2002 by a presidential order allowing non-citizens serving in the armed forces during a time of war to be able to immediately file for citizenship. 12 Marines became U.S. citizens during the ceremony. A traveling history exhibit is on display now at the St. Helena Island Branch Library. The exhibit, called Lincoln, the Constitution, and the Civil War, explores how Lincoln used the Constitution to confront issues he was facing during the Civil War, like the secession of the Southern states, slavery, and wartime civil liberties. The exhibit is open to the general public during library's operational hours now through February 2nd. If you or a loved one is looking to improve life while living with Parkinson's disease, you may want to attend a group forum coming up. The forum will focus on the benefits of exercise and clinical research and will take place on Saturday, January 19th at the Kalawasi Island Clubhouse. The event is sponsored by the Coalition of the Beaufort County Parkinson's Disease Support Groups. Renowned movement disorder specialist Dr. Christina will be the featured speaker. Pre-registration is highly recommended by calling 843-505-0175. And here's what's happening around the state. A 26-year-old man has been jailed on a murder charge for allegedly stabbing a woman to death. Facey Tess is accused of stabbing an unidentified woman to death, according to the Richland County Sheriff's spokesman. Deputies responded to a call on Park Lane Road, where they found Tess standing in a McDonald's parking lot, who then told deputies about a woman's body in the back seat. The officers found the body of a 25-year-old woman inside a Rubbermaid container with multiple stab wounds. Tess is currently awaiting bond at a detention center. This is the second South Carolina stabbing in 2013. 2012 was remarkably hot throughout the state, showing record average temperatures in many of our South Carolina cities. Columbia tied its official average daily temperature high of 66.5, matching its 1990 mark at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport. The Clemson Sandhill station set an all-time high of 65.3. At other long-time weather stations in the state, 2012 will go down as the warmest ever in Anderson, second warmest in Greenville, Spartanburg, and fifth warmest in Florence. Temperatures throughout the state are according to the Southeast Regional Climate Center. The husband of South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley will head to a year-long military deployment in Afghanistan on January 10th. The South Carolina National Guard announced that Michael Haley, recently promoted to captain of the Guard, will join about 50 members of the agribusiness development team to advise the Afghan Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, as well as irrigation. Michael Haley is believed to be the first spouse of a sitting governor to go with the Guard to a combat zone. If you'd like additional information on these headlines, please reference the media sources you see listed on your screen. Also, you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. Up next, we're joined by Beaufort Regional Chamber Representative Blakely Williams with our Beaufort Business Report, and Buck Boone will tell us what's hot off the press. That's next.
Low Country Real Estate is located in historic downtown Beaufort, home to one of the most attractive real estate markets in America. We've been providing high-quality service to our community for the past 24 years. Whether you're interested in buying or selling residential, resort, or commercial investment property, our professional sales staff can help you with your real estate needs. Please visit lowcountryrealestate.com for details on all available properties in Beaufort, and come see how the Low Country becomes you.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. Joining us first is Miss Blakely Williams with our business report. How are you doing today, Blakely?
I'm great, thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. Now, Blakely, I would imagine there are many concerns and challenges facing the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce for the upcoming 2013 year. Can you give us an idea of what is top on your list this year?
Sure. Well, number one for us remains the fiscal cliff, sequestration, and the climate in Washington, D.C. That's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on, because what happens in D.C. affects so much of what happens every day in Beaufort. Some of the things we're going to be pushing for this year is the state military-based task force to get engaged and fund some of the activities that are going on across the state, supporting the auxiliary landing field for MCAS Beaufort, and the expansion of Townsend bombing range. So we're going to be watching really closely what's going on in D.C. to see how it affects life in Beaufort. We're also, of course, concerned about economic development in northern Beaufort County. We want to see some big wins this year. That's a big concern for us, and we're hoping for some victories there.
So the federal budget and local economic development concerns are obviously top priority for you, as they should be. What else is on the Chamber's list for challenges in 2013?
Well, sure. We're going to continue our hard work in tourism marketing. 2012 was a great year for us. We had some strong statistics and some great tourism numbers. We want to see that grow. We saw some great traction going on in 2012, and we want to continue that great work. We also are looking for some tax reform at the state level, as well as looking at streamlining the permitting process to help local businesses do business more efficiently here in the Beaufort County region.
All right, Blakely. Well, some exciting things to look forward to in this upcoming year. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your business report.
Good to be with you.
Joining us now is Buck Boone with the Island News, who has our hot off the press report. Welcome, Buck.
Good to see you, Jessa.
You as well. Say, first I want to ask you, I know the Board of Education has elected some new officers. Talk to us a little bit about who some of these new officers are.
Well, the Beaufort County Board of Education elected a new slate of officers at the first meeting of the new year on Wednesday, January the 2nd. Bill Evans of Ladies Island, who worked with the school district for 24 years, was chosen as the board chairman, while new board member Mary Cordray, budget director at USCB, was elected to be vice chairperson. Also, 7 of the board's 11 members, Mary Cordray, Eva Anderson, Jim Beckert, Jerry Kenton, Joanne Orshak, Paul Roth, and Mike Sands, were newly elected in November and took their oaths of office.
All right, well, thank you for that information. And I want to talk to you a little bit about some debris that is endangering Beaufort drainage right now. How can Beaufort residents help protect the city's drainage system? And talk to us a little bit about what's happening here.
Okay. After earning a better flood insurance rating for its upgraded drainage and stormwater management system, City of Beaufort officials are urging residents, landscapers, and yard crews to help keep leaves and yard debris off the roads. Leaves blown into the street can cover and clog drainage grates and pipes, but can also damage the city street sweeper, which isn't designed to sweep up heavy loads of leaves or other yard debris, Beaufort City Manager Scott Dotson said. Within the city limits, it's against the law to damage or obstruct any ditch, drain, or watercourse with fines of twice the damage done. It's also illegal to put debris in ditches, along roads, or property boundaries that drain land in any direction. If flooding occurs elsewhere on someone else's property because of debris you've placed in the ditch or drain, you can be held liable for damages, said Isaiah Smalls, Beaufort's Director of Public Works.
All right, some important actions for Beaufort citizens to take to help keep our drainage systems clear of that debris. So we appreciate you sharing that with us today, Buck. Thank you so much for your report.
Thank you, Jessa. And don't forget, if you're looking for news about Beaufort County, pick up a copy of the Island News.
All right, we'll do just that. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jessa.
Stick around because we have Beaufort's newly elected County Council Chairman Paul Sommerville joining us, and Mayor Billy Keyserling will talk to us about what's planned for Beaufort in 2013 after the break.
Hi, my name is Matt McElhaney, owner of City Loft Hotel, an upscale boutique hotel in downtown Beaufort. We are proud to be consistently ranked as the #1 hotel in Beaufort based on TripAdvisor's guest ratings and comments. At City Loft, we value our neighbors in the Lowcountry. Whether you're taking friends by boat or need a romantic getaway in Beaufort, let us at City Loft extend hospitality while introducing what's new in urban hotel design. At City Loft Hotel, we are committed to customer service. When you stay here, you're always a local.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. Joining us now is Mr. Paul Sommerville, who is our recently appointed County Council Chairman. How are you doing today?
Greetings, Jessa. I'm doing well, thank you. Living the dream here in the Lowcountry.
All right. Well, first of all, we wanted to say congratulations on your recent appointment to County Council Chairman. Talk to us a little bit about your new role and responsibilities now.
Well, Jessa, it doesn't change all that much. I still represent District 2, which used to be District 7, which includes everything from Fripp Island all the way around on the northern side of Ladies Island, all the way into the city of Beaufort, north of 21, all the way out to the air station. I still only have one vote. I do some additional administrative duties, and of course I try to get folks to reach a consensus and make sure all sides are heard.
Well, that is a very important responsibility. And what do you consider to be the most pressing issues facing our county today?
Well, probably the two most pressing that'll show up first in 2013 will be reassessment, and water quality, of course, is always on the front burner. Reassessment is important because it will affect everyone who owns property in Beaufort County, and it's an extremely complex issue that I can't begin to go into in the time we have here today, but I would suggest that that everyone take the opportunity to read or learn or speak to your council representative or your municipal representative at your earliest convenience to find out how it's going to affect you personally as we reassess properties in 2013. On water quality, this is an ongoing issue, and we've spent a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of money so far trying to, first of all, stop the damage that we have been doing over the last number of decades to our waterways, and I think once we've stabilized, and I think we're almost at a point of stabilization now, then we can start moving forward with retrofitting and cleaning up some of the things and turning it around and bringing us back to more pristine waterways that we all want to have. Absolutely. So we greatly look forward to seeing what 2013 brings for you and brings for Beaufort. And we want to thank you, County Council Chairman Paul Sommerville, for joining us today. We wish you the best of luck in the upcoming year. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Joining me now is Mayor Billy Keyserling. Welcome, Billy.
Morning, Jessa. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. First, Mayor Keyserling, I understand that the city of Beaufort has some bold initiatives planned for 2013. Tell us about the vision for Beaufort's economic plan to start.
Well, we, unlike a lot of places, have been operating for the last 4 years under a specific comprehensive plan where we lay out things to be done in a certain period of time. We've spent a lot of time planning, and this is the year where we're going to be doing. And so we have the Boundary Street project, we have to finish up the Bladen Street project. We have purchased and are doing active recruiting on the Commerce Park. We've started a nonprofit to work on transitioning Marines and sailors who are leaving the military into the skilled jobs in the workforce. We have a lot on our plate, but we do have to worry about the economic headwinds. First, the economy is not recovered. And secondly, with reassessment coming up, property values are going to drop, and so our revenues are going to be questionable. So we have to be very careful about those headwinds before we jump too fast into spending dollars. But most of our economic development is really challenging the private sector to partner with us. So I feel confident that will carry us through the continued tough times.
Okay, well, good to know. And with other initiatives, you must collaborate with other agencies, municipalities, and organizations as well. Talk to us specifically who the city of Beaufort will be working with to improve Beaufort's quality of life.
Well, first we have a very special relationship and have for years with the town of Port Royal, where we share a fire department. We do joint contracting for services, including recycling. But over the past year, Mayor Murray in Port Royal and Mayor Laughlin and Mayor Sulka from Bluffton and Hilton Head respectively have been looking at common areas, concerns that we have that are unique to municipalities. One of them we're going to be looking at is our ball fields and our recreation programs. Should they not be driven more by volunteers with more local control, more local impotence? Instead of the county just funding this mega program, perhaps they could subsidize some of the maintenance and the costs of doing this. So in terms of quality of life, I think reorganizing, working with the county and municipalities, our recreation programs are going to be very important.
Mayor Keyserling, we greatly appreciate you joining us today. Some important initiatives for us to look forward to in the upcoming year. We appreciate your report. Thank you so much.
Well, you know I never have anything to say, so invite me back as often as you'd like, Jessa. Thank you.
All right, we'd enjoy that. Thank you.
Sure.
Coming up, we have Mark Shaffer, who is on location to deliver a special entertainment report, and Councilman Joe Lee will share some Port Royal business news. Stick around.
Is it time to purchase for the one-of-a-kind person in your life? Over 60 years of service distinguishes Modern Jewelers as one of South Carolina's preeminent jewelry stores.
We're proud to have been voted Beaufort's #1 jewelry store 10 years in a row. Come visit us at 807 Bay Street.
Welcome back to the Beaufort News. Joining us now is Councilman Joe Lee with our Port Royal report. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Jessa.
So, Joe, I'm very excited to announce that you have some Port Royal business news for us today. Tell us what you've got for us.
Sure do. We're about opening the brand new Waffle House on Paris Island Gateway. I know everyone's been looking forward to that, and they're in the process of training people right now and should open any day now. Also, we have a service station looking at the point where Paris Avenue and Rebo Road connect, where there used to be a service station. And I reported earlier that this was an ongoing conversation. It's continuing, thank goodness. We're still negotiating with them in the design and how to fit the service station on the property that we've got. And we're looking forward to making that happen here in the next couple of weeks. Also, In the matter of an ordinance, we're putting through an ordinance to deal with long-term rental property. We have no formal way now to register these properties, and when it comes to cleaning up or asking somebody to clean up their property, we have a tough time figuring out who to go to. So we're going to come up with a registration system where the long-term rental property can be registered and give us a local contact.
Absolutely, some important things coming up for us. I understand you also have some farming news from Port Royal.
Yes, it's the topic of the week will be a pending ordinance to finally permit chickens to be housed in Port Royal. We tried this a while back and it died on the vine, and now it's come back again because several people want to have chickens as I guess pets or as an income, but we'll limit the number of chickens and we'll limit, put it on a certain size property. So small property owners won't be able to do it.
All right, Joe. Well, thank you so much for that farming report and the business update too. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Jessa. See you next time.
Joining us now is Mark Shaffer, who is out on location with some exciting entertainment news. Mark?
Thanks a lot. Let's start with art. A new exhibit has just opened up at the Beaufort Art Association Gallery. The show is called Southern Scenes, and it features a brand new series of oils by Gloria Dalvini. Now, Gloria's always been fascinated with the relationship between architecture and nature, the way a house is nestled in the trees, the way sunlight hits a window, or the way shadow splits the line of a column. For a good example of her work, pick up the latest issue of Lowcountry Weekly. She's on the cover. Southern Scenes runs through mid-February. You're invited to meet Dalvini at an opening reception Friday, January the 11th from 5:30 to 7:30. The Art Association Gallery is located at 913 Bay Street. Now, Book Sandwiched In is off to a great start. Tim Johnston kicked off the season with Stephen King's novel 11/22/63. Monday, Jerry Schultz will present In the Garden of the Beasts, Love, Terror, and an American Family in Hitler's Berlin. It's by Eric Larson. Amazon calls it, quote, a vivid portrait of Berlin during the first years of Hitler's reign, brought to life through the stories of two people, William E. Dodd, who became America's first ambassador to Hitler's regime, and his scandalously carefree daughter, Martha. Now, Schultz, the presenter, is a current trustee of Beaufort Memorial Hospital. He was born in Germany, immigrated to the U.S. when he was 8 years old, so there's a perspective as well. The program starts at noon, Monday, January the 14th at the USCB Center for the Arts. Bring a lunch or buy one. Cookies and coffee are free. Now, the Gullah Cultural Alliance, which sponsors the annual Gullah Festival and other projects, holds an inaugural gala celebration on Monday, January the 21st at 6:30 p.m. at the Holiday Inn in Beaufort. It's a black tie event. It coincides with Martin Luther King Jr. Day and President Obama's inauguration ceremonies. There will be widescreen viewings of the celebrations in D.C., also heavy hors d'oeuvres, live entertainment by members of the Savannah Jazz Hall of Fame, to mention a few. Organizers will also present awards for community service and achievement. Tickets are $55 to $65. Tables of 10 are available at a discounted rate. You can call the Beaufort County Black Chamber of Commerce at 986-1102 or visit them online at www.bcbcc.org for tickets and information. As always, pick up a free copy of Lowcountry Weekly or click online at lcweekly.com. Get what's inside, and that is what's out and about. Back to you.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Jessa Jeremiah. Join us next time for your Beaufort News.